You know what's the most common thing that I hear from all of you? Oh my gosh, I procrastinate so much. Like I have this huge task coming up and I just keep delaying it and delaying it and delaying it. And then when the deadline is like literally 2 days away, I'm sitting there pulling an all-nighter trying to finish this thing, and it's just like not fun. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about how you can stop procrastinating and take action today. So if you're ready to get some things done and get some things off your plate, then let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay? First things first. You need to figure out why you're procrastinating. Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you putting off this task that you know needs to be done? A lot of times when we procrastinate, we are met with feelings of guilt or shame because we know that we're avoiding something that we should be doing. But sometimes these tasks are hard, and maybe they're overwhelming, and we're not really sure where to start, or we're scared of failure or success or what the outcome is going to be. Whatever the reason is, you need to get to the bottom of why you're doing this and own up to it. If you don't own up to it, then you can't do anything about it. So next, plan to take action. Now that you know your why, now that you understand what is causing you to procrastinate, plan to take action. Plan to do the thing that you're avoiding. This might look like scheduling a time in your calendar where you sit down and work on that project that you've been avoiding. Or it could be as simple as opening up your laptop and doing some research for the thing that you need to do. Once you know what you need to do, and once you have a plan in place, it's going to make it so much easier to take action because you're not going to be stuck on planning and thinking about it and overthinking it. You already have a plan. All you have to do is execute. Now, before we go any further, I want you to head down to the description box and subscribe. Because here's a little secret. You won't be able to stop procrastinating until you stop getting your news from social media. Social media has become such a distraction in our lives, and it steals so much of our time. Even if you're just scrolling mindlessly, you're still spending time doing that instead of working towards your goals. So I created a newsletter that will give you the news of the day in less than 5 minutes. It's completely free. I send it out every single morning, and it's super quick. So if you're interested, head down to the description box and click that link to sign up. Next, identify your peak productivity times. We all have different circadian rhythms. We all have different energy levels throughout the day, and it's important that you pay attention to when you have the energy and the focus to get things done. Maybe for you, it's bright and early in the morning before the rest of the world wakes up. Maybe it's late at night when everybody else is asleep. Whatever it is, you need to find those times where you have the energy and the focus to get things done and schedule your most important tasks during those times. You're more likely to get them done. And the best way to identify these peak productivity times is to pay attention to how you're feeling throughout the day. If you're somebody who struggles with procrastination, you probably have a hard time getting started. So what I want you to do next is implement a 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule is simple. When you start a task, set a timer for 5 minutes and commit to working on that task for just 5 minutes. That's it. Sometimes when we procrastinate, it's because we're overwhelmed by the task at hand and we don't know where to start. If you can trick your brain into working on it for just 5 minutes, then usually you'll be able to get the momentum going and finish the task. So set that timer for 5 minutes, put blinders on, meaning do not look at your phone, do not get distracted, and just work on that task for 5 minutes. I guarantee you'll get more than 5 minutes of work done. Next, set small, achievable goals. We all have big dreams and big goals, but sometimes these big goals can feel overwhelming and lead to procrastination. What I want you to do is break down your big goal into smaller, bite-sized pieces. Smaller goals are easier to achieve and will help you build momentum and motivation. For example, if you want to write a book, don't sit there and stare at the blank page and try to write the whole book in one sitting. Instead, break it down into smaller goals. Maybe today you just write 1 page, or maybe you write 500 words. Whatever it is, just make sure that it's small and achievable. Once you reach that first smaller goal, then you can set another one and another one and another one until eventually you will reach your bigger goal. Another great way to stop procrastinating is to remove distractions. Oftentimes, we procrastinate because we are easily distracted. Whether it's our phone, social media, TV, whatever it is, we need to remove those distractions so that we can focus on the task at hand. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Turn off the TV. Close the door to your office. Whatever you need to do to remove distractions and get in the zone, do it. You're going to be amazed at how much more productive you can be when you're not constantly distracted. Next, use the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is simple. If something takes 2 minutes or less to do, get it done right away. For example, if you get an email that only takes 2 minutes to respond to, don't put it off until later. Respond to it right away. When you follow the 2-minute rule, you're less likely to have tasks pile up, and you're less likely to procrastinate because you're always staying on top of your inbox. You're always staying on top of your to-do list. And this can really help prevent procrastination. Next, don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes we procrastinate because we don't know how to do something, and we're too afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out to others, ask questions, get the help that you need. There is no shame in asking for help. In fact, it's a sign of strength, and it will only help you get the task done faster. So don't be afraid to ask for help. And last but not least, practice self-compassion. We're all human, and we all make mistakes. Sometimes we procrastinate, and it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just forgive yourself and move on. Self-compassion is important because it allows us to learn from our mistakes without judgment. When we're too hard on ourselves, we're less likely to take risks, and we're less likely to try new things. So, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and remember that everyone procrastinates. It's okay. So, those are some tips on how to stop procrastinating and take action today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Morning Brew. Thank you guys so much for supporting this video and supporting this channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.